Hello, it is Tuesday, March 12th, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Tuesday crossword, so it should be another relatively gentle early week puzzle, and I was thinking maybe I will double up on the two early week crosswords, the Monday and the Tuesdays. Maybe on Monday I'll try solving down clues only, and on Tuesday I'll try solving across clues only. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. People seem to really enjoy when I do either one of those, so let's reserve the first 2 days of the week for that. But speaking of reserving things, I will also reserve the right to cancel those plans or alter them at any time. So in any case, this potentially alterable edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Jake Rodkin, Overfull Hitbox, Quotidiophile, and as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster. Thanks so much to those four. They're benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign. So they do support this channel. They keep the whole thing going. I'm very grateful to them for that. If you'd like to join them, you can head over to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link where you'll find all of the bonus videos available to patrons, as well as for benefactors, the Let's Check the Crosses official mug. Thank you so much to everybody who's a patron at any level. I really do appreciate it. I do also appreciate if you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. That's a big help, as well as liking the videos, commenting if you're so moved, and so on. Those things are all helpful. So thanks if you do that. And there is also the Daily Solve Discord chat server, which you can join via a description field link. It's a nice, friendly chat community over there, so check it out. And let's get on with the crossword. Let's get on with this across-based solve, hopefully. This has been constructed by Andrew Kingsley and Garrett Chalfin, who've constructed, I think, a couple of dozen and maybe around half a dozen, respectively, puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited, as always, by Will Shortz. Let's start solving. Discontinue, to stop. The problem is there are a few words that would fit here. To stop something, to halt it, to drop it in the sense of discontinuing a series, those are at least three. There might even be more. Blank cake, dessert with a liquid chocolate core. Well, this, I'm confident, is a lava cake, molten chocolate in the center. Honestly, sounds pretty good to me. Skewered meat dish, kebab. And how do we spell this? I think last time it was in the New York Times crossword, I think I even said this spelling was unusual to me. I would usually see it spelled this way, but in the Times, I can't remember if it was in the Daily Times or if it was in a boss words, but it was in something I solved recently, and it was spelled like this. So I'm going to put that in and see if it works. Wander, to roam, or to rove, maybe. They both start with R-O. Victory is mine. I win. Reply to grazie. So this would be thank you in Italian. Grazie, prego. Yeah, there you go. I had to sort of role play that in my head briefly. A flat question mark. So there's something punny going on here. It reads A flat in music notation, but it probably still reads that in this context, but a flat. It could be a flat as in a flat in which you live, an apartment, that kind of thing. Not sure. Feeling the need to scratch. Itch. If you're itchy, you're feeling the need to scratch. Blank, who is known as the man of 1,000 voices. Mel Blanc, who provided the voices of many cartoon characters. Tries not to be found as hides. Hello in Mandarin. I don't know very much Chinese, but I do at least know ni hao for hello. Oh, these downs are not looking very good. Oh, that's not encouraging. They're looking almost reasonable. Kebab must be wrong. I think kebab must be wrong. I don't know how that K could be correct. Boyo down is a word. Aga is a word in 12, potentially in 12 down. If that were an A, I'll have to come back to it. Anyway, let's continue where we left off. To categorize would be to sort or select things, maybe, or to assort, or to categorize. Select or assort, I suppose, are my two possibilities. This is tough today. Give lip to sass somebody, perhaps. To sass, to That's all I can think of, so I'm putting it in. Where visitors take photos pretending to hold up a landmark. Pisa, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, is famous for that. If you're not playing any songs as a radio station, you're all talk. Wasn't this in the... Wasn't... I think all talk was in the crossword yesterday in a completely different context. And it was one that I didn't get in my down-only solve. Hopefully that's what this is today, and I've redeemed myself in the all across solved, at least with respect to that particular answer. What an odd coincidence. Anyway, Roger Levine, Avril, I think it's pronounced Avril Lavigne, is a singer. Offering from the miller or the cook in Chaucer, a tale. So in the Canterbury Tales, the miller's tale or the cook's tale. I presume that'll be the answer. Never have I blank, a party game. Never have I ever goes the party game. Shakespearean Tis scored. I'm not sure off the top of my head. What would be a Shakespearean scold? I'm sure it'll be familiar when I see it. And if it's only 3 letters, I suspect it's probably not a very strange word. B flat. To be flat is to go stale or something like that. Oh, the temptation to look at the down clues is overwhelming. Well, it's not overwhelming because I'm whelming it, but it's almost overwhelming. To be flat. I assume it means to be flat. I can't think what that means. X. Oh, I see. 10 minus 3 in Roman numerals. This is 7. So VII. There we go. Okay. Berry rich in antioxidants and vowels. It's the official berry superfood berry of the New York Times crossword, the acai. Been a couple of weeks since we've seen it potentially, but it's back. There we go. Accessory that may denote military rank. A sash. I mean, there are a number of things that could be the case, but in 4 letters, sash is the one that comes to mind. For me, you often have, medals and things on it. But there's probably a more specific way it denotes military rank that is unknown to me. Deep chasm is a cliff I don't really like, an abyss. That would also allow whatever. 11 down is tech savvy. I mean, I wonder if I can. Tech savvy, 12 down might be aga. 13 down could be boya, which I had before. Oh, although skewered meat dish could be satay, as in chicken satay. That seems reasonable to me. Those downs look like reasonable words. Okay, great. Well, that's fine. What about this one? A flat. My thought here was maybe apartment. I think that actually seems reasonably plausible with the downs. I'm going to put that one in. To categorize, which I thought could maybe be assort or select. I think assort. Yeah, I think that looks better to me. Well, here we can have wander, could be, well, rove or roam. Rove is going to fit better for sure. And then what was one across? Discontinue. So it could be stop. It could be drop, which I like better. Put that in. All right, we'll keep going. Shakespearean, yeah, right, not sure about that. B flat, I don't know. Smallest unit of purchasing power in an idiom. A red cent? Sort of not one red cent. Is that purchasing power in that sense, or is it? I guess it is, in the sense of that's not worth 1 red cent. The implication being a red cent would be the least something that could be worth, the least you'd pay for it. So I think that's probably reasonable. Start of a spell. Abra is an abracadabra. Liquidate, to melt. Well, no. Why would that have a dash in there? Liquidate. Liquidate. What is that getting at? I'm not sure I understand what the punniness is here. If it were simply liquidate with a question mark but no dash, melt, which was my first thought, I would just say definitely. I don't quite understand why the dash is there. It makes me wonder if ate, as in ate food, is sort of part of the pun, but I don't quite get it. All right, you can say that again. Bravo or amen, or what would fit in 6 letters. You can say that again. I'll say, no, we wouldn't repeat say. You can say that again. So true. Makes 50 down a bit strange, but I'm going to I'm not confident about this, but I'll put it in for now. High-end Honda. An Acura is a sort of Honda sub-brand that has sportier or sometimes more luxurious cars. Pancakes sometimes served with caviar, blini. So this is a Russian dish. You often would put caviar on blini and eat them in that manner. Ooh, so true is not looking very good. I might remove that. An apt anagram of yeah, I suppose would be I. It's just another positive response. Put forward. To put something forward be to posit it as in an opinion. You sort of put it forward, or maybe opine, but I don't think that's as accurate to put forward. To put forward an opinion is to posit it. Be sharp. To be sharp is to what? To sort of have some mental acuity, to be sharp, to be on the ball or something like that. But it would have to be on the ball. We're not going to repeat the be, so that's not right. Okay, so it can't be anything that is, the answer can't have be in it. To be sharp is to have one's wits about, I don't know. Speak one's mind. Oh, this one could be opine or orate. I like opine better because it refers to an opinion, which speaking one's mind suggests to me. Cereal crop could be bran or corn, I suppose. Or, oh, well, the official cereal ingredient of the New York Times is oats. So when I say this official thing, that's just me joking around. So someone asked me once in the comment, how do you know the official? And I says, no, it's not official. That's just a thing I say when things crop up in, speaking of crops, when things crop up as very common answers to particular kinds of clues. Anyway, so it probably is oats, actually. If one gave the go-ahead, one okayed something, probably. Quick kisses are pecks. Occasion for blowing out candles informally, a birthday, a b-day. Dudes are guys or lads or bros or something like that. Quite a few gaps. Can we make any progress on that? Shakespearean. Fie would fit in the downs. Fie, a pox upon you. That's a sort of scold. Okay. To be flat. To lie down or lie abed or something like that. Probably lie down is more like, and that does look like it fits the downs great. Okay. Liquidate. Oh, it is melt. Read music is 33 down, whatever the clue is. You can say that again. It's not so true, I don't think. Ooh, these downs are pretty vague to me as well. What about this one? Be sharp. Well, 58 down is probably blob or boob. 59 down is probably load. 60 down is probably iota, just based purely on what's in the grid. To be sharp, to look smart. Although that puts a double A here, which is pretty unlikely. Oh, Banksy is probably 50 down. You can say that again. Amen. Amen what? You can say that again. I. No, we've actually literally put the word I in the grid already. That won't be the answer. You can say that again. As do I. You can say that again. All. Oh my goodness. What about 70? Dudes. Oh, well, it's not bros. Guys, probably. Yeah, it probably is guys. And I bet 53 down is haiku. You can say that again. All. And how. That's it. You can say that again. And how. So true. Narnia is 40 down. Look alive is to be sharp. That's it. Wow, okay, well, I got there. It was trickier than it sometimes is, but I did do them all this way, unlike yesterday. So let's look at the downs and see what all of the clues were. Field of play would be drama, as in play as in a theatrical production. Double Dutch equipment would be ropes. Racetrack shapes are ovals. Pay per view. City limits is a place for a population sign. Wowed is odd. Botanical climber is a vine. Flick and dot in a bug's life are ants. A kind of cord or column would be a spinal column or spinal cord. There we go. Skilled performer is an artiste. There we go. Oh, we have these in the downs as well. E sharp would be tech savvy. E sharp. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's a brand new E word. Is that what that means? E sharp is in your sort of electronically sharp in the way that email is electronic mail? E sharp. I guess that's why no, it's not why it's a question mark, because they all have question marks because they're all sort of puns. This one is sort of doubly punny. Wow. Okay. Well, that's ludicrous, but there we go. It's a punny theme answer, so not complaining. Persian honorific is aga. There we go. I thought that's what that would be. To fluctuate wildly as trends, I guess, could be, or someone's decision making would be to yo-yo. Skydiving or a ride on a roller coaster would be a thrill. Big name in nail polish is, I always forget if it's pronounced OPI or OP, but in any case, it's a cosmetics brand. A whole host of something would be a slew of them. Corroded, if you corroded some metal away, you ate at it. Or confidence, you could corrode metaphorically. High in Lanai, so high on one of the islands of Hawaii would be aloha. Oh, and then speaking of Lanai, neckwear there would be lays. Mother of Kim, Kylie, and Courtney is Chris. These are, I think, probably Kardashians. A ways away would be afar. The V of VP is vice, as in vice president. To follow a composer's notation, oh, right, or here's our revealer. Or a hint to interpreting 4 clues in this puzzle. To follow composer's notation would be to read music. So that's helpful in reading the theme clues. I didn't really, because I was so consumed with the style in which I was solving the puzzle, I didn't even draw attention to the fact that, of course, this does require knowledge of musical notation in order to read. So this is the flat symbol, which means the note is a semitone lower than it would otherwise be. So A flat is a semitone below the note A, and then B sharp is a semitone above the note B, so which would be equivalent to the note C, but might be different. I mean, it semantically sort of means something different depending on the key you're in, but it would sound the same anyway. So we had 4 of those. Well, we'll get to the last one, I suppose. Or have we already? I can't remember. Showstoppers are ads, as in they interrupt television programs. Winning isn't everything, goes the saying, which is true. Fictional land ruled by Aslan, so that's from the Narnia fantasy novels. Winter Olympics facility would be an ice rink for skating, things like that. Naughty would be bad. If one is filled with delight, one would be elated, so fills with delight, elates. Anonymous creator of a painting sold at auction that subsequently shredded itself. Banksy, I guess, did this. I think I probably heard about that at the time. A kind of poem found within this crossword clue, serendipity. So that's haiku. And in this case, that's 5 syllables, then 7, then 5, which is what you most often see associated with haikus. Although I gather it's probably a bit more specific in Japanese. Or maybe more nuanced is what I mean to say. Anyway, sheesh is oive, so there's a little bit of sort of Yiddish exclamation. Tends to an overgrown garden would be weeds the garden. Each would be a pop, so 5 each, 5 a pop. To make do with your situation would be to cope. An amorphous shape would be a blob. A hamper full would be a load of laundry, say. The smallest bit would be an iota. And a daily record would be a log. Okay, so what were our 4 read music clues? We had A flat, the apartment. B flat, this is the 4th one that I forgot about. Yes, to B flat is to lie down. To be sharp is to look alive. And if you're E sharp, you might be tech savvy. Ridiculous. There we go. All right, there was the somewhat awkwardly solved Tuesday crossword by Andrew Kingsley and Garrett Chalfin with our read music theme. And let me know if you want me to continue on with this Monday and Tuesday practice. In any case, I'll be back tomorrow for the Wednesday puzzle. Do join me then, but until that point, please do have an excellent remainder of your Tuesday. Take care.